An icebreaker for a driver in Plymouth, a chunk of ice falling off a truck, hitting the car's windshield. It's been happening a lot because of this weekend's winter weather. The dog's okay, by the way. There's Stephen Quinn live from Uxbridge, where another driver has a similar story tonight. Stephen?
Yeah, Adam, we got a chance to speak to a young woman who was behind the wheel of her car as that windshield was smashed because of ice. She described what that ordeal was like and also what her message is to the driver in front of her. Madison Gaffney was in the car with her girlfriend when it happened.
It sounded like somebody threw rocks through my windshield.
But it wasn't rocks, it was ice. Gaffney says a car about 3 lengths ahead of her on Route 146 in Uxbridge had its hood covered with it.
Flew about 50 feet into the air, and then we saw it start coming down, which at that point is when I realized it was probably going to hit my car. I was consciously aware that it was going to happen, but there was nothing in that, 3 seconds of time that I could do besides just brace for impact mentally.
The damage was greater on the passenger side. Gaffney could see well enough that she followed the car, honking her horn and flashing her lights in the hopes the driver would stop.
I was very frustrated. I had a little bit of disappointment in humanity, just because I myself would have pulled over. I know in the moment it doesn't feel like that's your fault, so I understand being ashamed, but it's not a reason to leave 2 young girls stranded on the side of the highway.
What sounds like just plain bad luck has been a problem across the region after this weekend's snow and rain quickly turned to ice. In Plymouth, 2 cars were damaged when ice flew off a truck along Route 3. A video of the aftermath shows one of those cars with a shattered windshield and a dog inside. In Sterling, firefighters have reported 3 similar cases in the last 48 hours. In this case, the ice went all the way through the windshield, hitting the driver in the face.
We're very fortunate there weren't severe injuries. There was definitely the size of the chunks of ice that were involved were enough to cause significant injury, and we're fortunate that didn't happen.
Which is why first responders and drivers like Gaffney have this message to their fellow drivers.
Obviously brush off your cars, but also when you're driving, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you see vehicles with snow or ice coming off of the vehicles, keep distances, and be defensive that way.
And a reminder that if you are driving, officers can cite you if they believe that your visibility of your windshield has been reduced, say, by ice or snow. They also can simply cite you if they deem that your vehicle is unsafe. And if you do have ice or snow that flies off your vehicle, you are liable for any damage that could be caused to other vehicles around you. And on that note, by the way, I should point out Gaffney's friend who was in the vehicle with her, she tells me she got the information on the license plate of the vehicle in front of them and has passed it on to police. Live in Sterling, Stephen Quinn, 7 News 19.